Happy VA Wednesday. So today we're going to be talking about your Certificate of Eligibility. So a lot of times people are like, wait, what is that? It's kind of like if you guys ever saw Willy Wonka, you know the golden ticket to get in the chocolate factory? It's that. We need your Certificate of Eligibility in order to qualify you for a VA mortgage. You may be like, wait, where do I get it? Now look, if you guys want to be preemptive, you can get it through eBenefits. However, it's so easy for us to get, you really don't need to worry about it at all. So the way that our system works is if you fill out an application, so I work at Guaranteed Rate, but let's say you fill out my application, right? After you complete the application, we have a bot that's tied into the VA system that will pull that Certificate of Eligibility within 24 hours. It's fast. Like sometimes you fill out an application and I've got it like that. I say 24 hours just to give it a little bit of wiggle room. So really easy for us to get your Certificate of Eligibility. Now, sometimes do we need more information? Yeah, if we can't get it electronically, we will sometimes need a DD-214 or a statement of service. It's going to depend on, what unit you served in. It's something my processors will ask you for. Now, if a lender's not familiar with VA, they'll do stuff like when you first talk to them, they'll be like, hey, I need your DD-214 and your COE. What? We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't. I only need your DD-214 if I can't get your COE, okay? And then let's say that you're like, well, I don't have a COE. And they're like, okay, well, you better get it. What? I wouldn't have you guys do that. So what we do if there's an instance where the bot doesn't pull it is we request what VA needs. My processors work with VA directly in order to get that Certificate of Eligibility. We try to shelter you guys from extra work as much as we can, and it's just more efficient. Now, are there very rare cases where we just can't get it? Yeah, there's very rare cases where we can't get it and you will have to work with VA directly, but I would probably say I see 2 or 3 of those a year. And keep in mind, like, as I film this, we've already closed 350 VA loans this year. This is October. And to close those 350, we probably qualified a couple thousand people and got their COEs, right? Because you never know when people are gonna buy and all that fun stuff. And yeah, so it's really easy. That's the key thing. Now, the next thing I'll hear, this is worthless. Like 140,000, what am I supposed, guys, do not pay attention to the numbers on the COE, seriously. It's like code, okay? That's how I would describe it. Here's what you need to know. If you have full entitlement, meaning you do not currently have a VA loan, there is no loan limit. It's not like you only qualify for 140K and you have to bridge the difference or any nonsense like that, okay? If you haven't used your VA or if you don't currently have a VA loan and you qualify, meaning you can pay the payments and we can prove it, you can do a $2 million loan with 0 down. So honestly, seriously, ignore it. Okay, just ignore it, because a lot of times veterans don't use their VA benefit because either they've talked to a lender who's made it impossible, right, by creating a fake, hoops of fire for them to jump through, or it's because they're looking at it and they're like, 140, can't do anything with this, toss, okay? Do not pay attention to the numbers on there. It is a code for lenders. That's how I would describe it, a code for lenders. Really nothing for you guys to worry about. Now, if you're like, well, wait, Jen, I have some other VA loans. Will I still have eligibility? Probably. Potentially. So what we always do, if you have other VA loans, I'm going to get that Certificate of Eligibility, and then I'm going to do what's known as a max mortgage sheet to see if you have additional eligibility. I was talking with a gentleman just yesterday, and he's like, well, I had a foreclosure. It was a VA foreclosure, years ago. And I'm like, you probably still have eligibility. He's like, oh, I think I probably have to go FHA. I'm like, no, you don't have to go FHA. Like, how much was the house? And we talked about it, and he still should have enough eligibility that he can do VA with 0 down, even though he had that foreclosure. So it's really important for you guys to know that the way these Certificate of Eligibility work, the bonus entitlement, if the entitlement used versus loan limits versus no loan limits, Guys, it's confusing. Let's just be real about this. Like, the average person is not going to understand this. The only reason I understand this is because I have spreadsheets that are constantly helping us figure out the math to make sure it all makes sense. And I'm talking about once you have multiple, if you have multiple VA loans, which you can. That's the thing. If you have the eligibility, you can. But if you haven't used your eligibility at all, this is so easy. And that's what this video is really about. It's, guys, you don't need to stress out about the certificate of eligibility. A good lender that does a good bulk of VA, they're going to get it for you. And if they can't get it, it could be because there's something wrong that you need to address with VA. Okay. Sometimes it's stuff that we fix for you, like name changes. That's a big one. Like, your certificate of eligibility is tied to a prior name. Okay. So we get it. And then we help you with VA and the name change. So it's a process, but it's a process that we're happy to help with, that we do every day. So if you're working with a lender and it seems so hard, or if you're looking at your certificate of eligibility going, I can't buy anything with this, just call us. Okay. This is not as hard as it sounds. VA is a magical, magical loan. 0 down, no mortgage insurance, and lower rates than conventional or jumbo. It's a great opportunity, so make sure you're fully exploring it and don't give up just because you're working with someone that doesn't know how to get a COE, okay? So as always, I am a mortgage lender licensed in 48 states. Yes, I want to be your mortgage lender. I totally do. My team wants to help. Check out our Google reviews. We really care about helping. Yeah, but look, questions, comments, get on the calendar, drop them in. I'm here to support you guys. Thanks for watching.